What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. In the last episode, I think, didn't we get the 2.5s, 225Ks or something like that after winning the draft? But generally speaking, we've been doing really good on the draft. The new team of the week is now in draft, and hopefully by tomorrow's episode, the team of the group stage will be in draft. So obviously if we, oh my God, these are terrible formations. So if we could get that Virgil van Dijk, that would be nice. I'll be honest, I do not like any of these formations. It's been a long time since I've been forced to pick a formation that I don't like. I typically have a better time with four backs. So we'll take this four-back formation, and I think we'll start with Luis Figo. If you guys are enjoying the content and you wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up, it would be very much appreciated. And just remember, throughout the whole of December at 3 a.m. UK time, is that this new team of the week? We're going to be uploading Draft to Glory every day. So if you're enjoying the drafts, I know a lot of you guys do love the draft, then yeah, we'll be here every day at 3 with draft, and then obviously a lot more regular content. Yeah, this isn't his new upgrade. This is his first in form. So off the back of that, we'll take Kylian Mbappe. Hopefully we can get a Neymar off the bench to link Mbappe and go from there. Instead, see, that Fisher is a new team of the week. I'm obviously not going to take him. We'll take Scream Bernard. We had a great time with Scream cards in the last episode. Lorenzo Insigne doing very good things for us. What do we want here? De Jong would be quite nice. Lots of easy links to him. Wijnaldum as well, because Bernard, and then let's bank on the fact that we're going to get Virgil van Dijk. EA, come on, give us oh God, what do we want to take here? Gnanon with a shadow. Oh wow, he is terrible. Look, how is he even a gold? Anderson, I suppose we'll take Duarte. If we could get the Keylor Navas Real Madrid cards, that would be quite nice. We don't. We get the Keylor Navas PSG card, which I don't really care about. Donnarumma, Edison, and Lloris. I suppose I'll take Lloris. He's probably the easiest goalkeeper to link out of all of the goalkeepers that are there. And now I just want that Virgil van Dijk again, but the informed version, we don't get any of those. It's either going to be Socrates or Laporte. Socrates on a basic is okay. Laporte on a hunter is okay as well, because he gets that pace boost, but he doesn't get a defensive boost. So I suppose we'll take Socrates and switch them around there. Kieran Tierney would be nice here, just to give full chem to Socrates. No, we do get Luca Digne, and Alex Telles on that soft link, which I don't want. So we will take Digne. Much better suited as a centre midfielder compared to a defender. But with the powerhouse, he's not quite rapid. Oh, sorry, Sentinel. He's not quite rapid enough. But the defending and physical boost that he gets is very nice. His dribbling and passing is very nice. So as long as I don't overextend with him offensively, we should be okay. And then our midfield. Who do I want to go with here? Rakitic? Not really. João Moutinho? Not really. I think I do want to go with Modric. It's a shame he's not his inform. I really like the Modric card. If we could get an icon here, Gattuso would be perfect. Oh, we do get some good picks. We get Kante, which we can put up into that left centre midfield spot and get a bonus chemistry to Mbappe. Or we could take Carvalho or Casemiro with the strong link into Luka Modric, which actually doesn't even get him to full chemistry. Busquets as well would be quite helpful if we get the right defenders. I think we're going to take Kante. We're going to swap those two around. We get a bonus chem point only. Bernard on full chem now. It's just that centre-back that we really need to work on. And let's take Pereira again, the strong link to Luis Figo. So it's literally just that centre-back. We need a Premier League centre-back, and then we need to get rid of Luka Modric. We're basically a full Premier League squad here. If we can just change out those last three players. And on that note, do we go with David De Gea? Better chance to link him to a Spanish centre-back. Or we could take Ter Stegen. I'm tempted to... Let's go with De Gea. I think we got a better chance of getting a Ramos or a PK or someone of that ilk to put in there. We don't, but we do get a Robertson. We didn't get that Van Dijk either. Could put Robertson in at centre mid. Sorry, at centre back, I beg your pardon. Let's take him. Let's pop him in there. That gives us a massive chemistry boost. All the way up to 91 chemistry now, which is really nice. I actually don't mind the back line as well. I wouldn't be opposed to using this team with a Premier League centre mid instead of Modric. We'd be in a good spot. as long as we can fill it in. Obviously, getting a full Premier League squad would be quite nice. So I might let me prioritise Premier League players. Although Kyle Walker doesn't fit anywhere at all. He has a Guardian Chem style, just doesn't work. David Alaba doesn't really work either. We'll take Kyle Walker. Let's go for the Premier League theme. Let's see if we can get the full squad. And there's a good start. We get Ndidi into that midfield role. Swap him with Wijnaldum. And there you go. We're at 100 chemistry now. Mbappe on 7. Everybody else on 9 or 10 other than Robertson. But I'm okay with that. And that's actually looking like a great squad. Although Ndidi has a Hunter Chem style, which is terrible for him. His physicals and defending is very good already for a midfielder. His pace with the Hunter is very, very nice. His passing isn't ideal. But Kante, Wijnaldum and Ndidi, brilliant stuff. All we need now is a Premier League striker. And we'll actually have ourselves a full Premier League outfit, which is quite nice. Let's take Dybala. Hopefully we'll get still Messi and Ronaldo or Neymar as subs, just to make sure that we've got someone good to bring off the bench. And there is Ronaldo and Messi. I think I want to bring Messi over Ronaldo. If you would have asked me like last year, how many times did you pick Messi over Ronaldo in a draft for the last 5, well, since draft created, I would never, ever, ever take Messi. I would always go with Ronaldo. But this year, it's nice to be able to take him. We get Sadio Mane. I might take him anyway and start him over Bernard. Let's do that. Let's get him in there over Screen Bernard. Let's pop Wijnaldum over that side. And that's everybody on full chem still, other than Mbappe on 7. So we've got Messi on the bench, Walker as a defensive outfit on the bench, Dybala and Bernard on the bench, which are quite nice players. 5 more picks to go. Ooh, do you know what? For a full, he's a right forward, right? For a full Premier League setup, I'm going to take Deulofeu. He's not a great card. He's got good pace, great agility, but the rest of him is terrible. 4-star, 4-star, high-low is really, really nice. That leaves us now Mbappe, Messi, and Bernard pretty much for our subs there. But it'll be nice to play, other than obviously Luis Figo, it'll be nice to play with a full Premier League squad. We haven't done like a full league in terms of draft just yet, so this would be quite interesting. Let's see if we can get another good super sub or a good Premier League striker. Get Sidibe in there. Another Premier League player. Don't really care about him all that much. Come on, give us one big Premier League striker. No, we have got Duffy. Should I take Duffy? His defending and physical are really nice. His reactions and composure are okay as well. He's just slow as all hell. Would he be better than what we have there? Socrates? No, he wouldn't. Would Alonso? No. Would Morales? No. Wait, oh, that's the wrong Morales card as well. Morales obviously doesn't play for Everton anymore. I'm going to take Duffy as well. We're going to go full Premier League themed. I'm not going to put him on the bench, but we'll take him just for that extra EPL. And then the last spot, guys, before we go in for our manager, we get Lucas Torreira or Shaqiri. I'm going to take Shaqiri. We're going to start Shaqiri. And you know what? It might cost me a win. It might cost me the draft. We've obviously got the subs on the bench to really help us if we need to improve. I'm not going to take moderate. In fact, I'm not going to take Dybala. Let's keep Walker on the bench over Dybala. Yeah, it's a good team still. And Messi, Mbappe, Figo, Bernard, Walker on the bench. We've got a great bench. But let's go for that full Premier League squad. We haven't done a full league team yet in Draft to Glory. We don't actually get a Premier League manager. We only need 1 chem point, and I suppose Deulofeu would be the best option. If we give the Frenchman a point, that gives Kante up to 10. Kante doesn't need 10. Wijnaldum doesn't really need 10 either. The Argentinian manager doesn't get us anything. So the Spanish manager is going to be the one getting Deulofeu up to 7 chemistry. That is going to be the squad, guys. Maybe I don't win this one. Maybe we're still going to be good enough to get the win. Obviously, Shaqiri and Deulofeu are not very good, but we've got ample subs on the bench to improve that. Let's see how we go, and let's get into the action. All right, guys, as we go into the gameplay on this one, the first opponent we'll come up against got a 4-2-3-1 team, and what a team that is. Figo, Son, Socrates, and Mane up front, and Didi and Fabinho in the back line, Coman and the informed Delict in at centre-back, that Dumfries card on full chem, and Zanetti in the full-back slot. So all in all, a good squad. And, you know, I told myself I won't make subs from this team until at least half time, even if it costs me a win, right? Even if it means that we lose early or early doors. I wanted to experience the draft with these players, you know, like using Deulofeu, using Shaqiri, more specifically just them two. Like, I think the midfield is okay, and Didi, Kante, and Wijnaldum are absolutely fine. Mane is obviously brilliant. My backline was really strong, but yeah, just using those attackers, I wanted to just have the feel with them, right? And what I'll say is this: it is crazy how much difference having quality attackers makes compared to having quality defenders. We have had so many drafts where we have had terrible centre backs, or terrible left or right backs, or a terrible goalkeeper, or terrible CDMs, and it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Like, this game is all about your decision making up front, right? And when you have cards that have low stamina, bad shooting, bad passing, bad ball control, like terrible skill moves and weak foot, not that Deulofeu or Shaqiri are bad in that area, but just in general, you know, terrible skill moves or weak foot, it can be the difference between winning or losing. And recently on stream, I've been watching viewers gameplay and trying to help them through share play on PlayStation, and literally giving them advice whilst they're playing, you know, telling them things that I spot in their game that they can do to improve, you know, helping them like maybe break down opponents' formations and stuff. And one of the biggest things that I've noticed, and it's true to say that it's the same with my own gameplay, you know, when I'm playing, but one of the biggest things that is noticeable is people will concede goals because they make defensive errors. And that will happen for you and your opponent. You'll make a few defensive errors, and it's just whether or not your opponent is able to capitalize on that or not. And your opponent will make some defensive errors, and it's whether or not you're able to capitalize on that, right? Outside of those defensive errors, people seem to really struggle to get into good shooting areas with good shot angles and shooting the right shot type with the right player. For example, easy to finesse from the top of the box with Messi because he has a finesse shot trait, he's got insane stats, and you know he's going to bang a goal. However, you probably wouldn't want a finesse shot with Deulofeu. I don't know what his curve is off the top of my head. Let's go and have a look. Let's have a if I spell his name right, was it Delo? I don't know how to spell his name. Deulofeu. There we go. So he only has. Oh, he has 84 curve, to be fair, but his long shots is 68, his shot power is 75. Does he have the finesse shot trait? He doesn't have the finesse shot trait, right? So you don't really want to be hitting finesse shots with him. It's unlikely it's going to go in. And so what was like always difficult to see was how can you get into those better areas to shoot. And I feel like for me personally, that's one thing that I've really done well this year, is creating and crafting good, easy goal scoring opportunities. I feel like I've got that down to a T. And for me personally, I would win even more if I just eradicated the defensive mistakes. You know, in all of these games, I conceded a fair few goals. Like, we conceded, it was 4-3 game 1. We ended up winning 6-3 in game 2. Game 3, we actually got a clean sheet. And then in the final, we conceded 1 goal. But it was just crazy, like how many times I got through with Shaqiri, or how many times I put Deulofeu through, and he just got bullied by defenders, or just had a terrible shot that hit the post, or an easy save for the goalkeeper. And as soon as I brought on Figo and Messi and sometimes Mbappe, it was like look how many shots I had here. Now, I scored 6 goals in the end, 3 of them in injury time, mind you. But it's like it's just a testament to the point of you gotta master the attack, and you gotta have the masterful attackers. Like using dead players, using like low tier players. I even to this degree in FIFA, I'd say someone like Lucas, who I know was a fan favorite early on in the game. You know, he has a lot of pace, he's got good skill moves and weak foot. But using someone like him, with how bad his shooting and passing is, how low his stamina is, I would look at that Lucas card and just think, do you know what? I don't know. Like, that's probably one of the reasons why people don't win games, when they're using someone like Lucas and they're like, oh man, this game's against me. My opponent scored everything he had and I missed easy shots. It might be because you're using someone like that. However, I will say it was fun to use these players. It was different to use Deulofeu, to use Shaqiri. It made me work harder and try harder at the game to try and get them in the good positions to shoot, because I knew that it had to be a really, really high chance of scoring before I took the shot, because they're not going to hit those weird shots that are Messi or Ronaldo is going to score. They're not going to hit those shots that are, Mbappe or Neymar are going to score. I don't have the skill moves specifically with Deulofeu with the 5-star to do an elastico and cut into the space and drive into the space that Mbappe and Neymar and Ronaldo would have. And so yeah, it was really nice to have to force myself to play a bit different. And into the final we go, guys. As I say, we got 3-0 rage quit in the second round. We end up scoring that goal there with Deulofeu. That was a bit of a risky shot, but ended up going in. And at 1-0, it was nice. In this draft, however, this guy ended up pulling one back straight off a kickoff, just runs down the right-hand side. Good cross to Ronaldo there. Crossing, I wouldn't say crossing back, but that was just a good cross. Ronaldo was in space in the box. The cross was great. And I actually made the subs about the 30th minute because I had missed about 3 really easy chances with a couple with Shaqiri and one with Deulofeu. And I thought to myself, I don't want to be coming at the back end of this draft in the final thinking, man, I would have won that if I had had the better attackers earlier and, was just being stubborn to satisfy my own ego. So I brought on Messi, I brought on Figo. We ended up going 2-1 up with Figo. We end up going 3-1 up with Mane. Figo hit the post, hit the rebound. Messi hit both posts, Mane with the rebound. And then we get the next goal here. This guy tried to pass it out. Messi ends up picking up the loose ball there, drives that near post for 4-1. And that was actually how the draft ended. So another big draft win there. Really, really happy with that. Really happy with how I was playing with the team. Didn't particularly like the formation, mind you. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys. So we end up picking up a draft win there. Quite comfortable, all in all. The semi-final, was it the second round? I won 6-3. That was a tough game in a manner. The guy went 3-1 up and tried to kill the game off, but fortunately we got back to 3-3 before full time, and then absolutely obliterated him in the extra time there to 6-3, and then a 3-0 rage quit, then a 4-1 win in the final. The team itself was okay. We scored some goals with Deulofeu. I don't think Shaqiri did all that much, and then of course we brought on Messi and Figo for most of the games at half time. I didn't make any changes until the half time mark, other than in the final, I think, where I did it around the 35th, 40th minute, just because I had actually missed a couple of sitters with Deulofeu, and I thought I don't want to cost myself in the final just because I'm too stubborn to make the sub. So yeah, Figo came out on that right hand side. Messi went up front, and then on the odd occasion, Mbappe came on late for Mane just because his stamina went. Impressed with the team itself. And Ndidi is a monster. Wijnaldum was very good. This is one of those cards at the start of the game where I'm like, look, he's well-rounded, he's okay, but I don't think he's really great. I'm wrong. He's great. 3-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, but high, great stamina. Really, really well-rounded card. He got involved in the goals. He got involved in the assists. He was really good. What I didn't like about this team, however, was the formation. You having just one striker and then 5 literal midfielders, no wingers, no cams, just actual midfielders. My striker was always incredibly isolated. And so even though I held loads of possession in all of the games, and ultimately I did score a whole bunch of goals in all of the games as well, I found it really difficult to create chances because of the formation. So I wouldn't recommend taking the 4-5-1 if you ever see it. I would go with something else. We're now 47 draft wins, guys, from 82 attempts. Absolutely spectacular return. Let's see if we can get a good reward here. Oh, we do. Wow, what a reward that is. A 50k pack, a mega pack, and a jumbo premium gold pack. That is one of the better rewards. This week alone, I've had the coin reward, the 100k pack reward, and now this, which is another 100k's worth of rewards, which is absolutely fantastic. You can't complain about that. Of course, we will know now that we will make profit. I have got some packs saved already from rewards from Rivals and Champs for Friday for Team of the Group stage, should it come. So we'll get involved. 15k pack, 35k pack, 50k pack. Obviously, we're just making, we're looking to make 15k back. Which even if we discarded everything, would probably make about 20 to 25k. So there's absolutely no question about it. We're going to make some coins here. It's just how many will be dictated by EA. We don't want that. We don't want those. We've got a few players here. Sergei Dader, Amiri, or Leverkusen might sell for a little bit. Ellis there probably won't sell for all that much. And Nagbe, all League SBC cards, interestingly enough, all duplicates there. Maybe it's time for me to get involved in a few more League SBCs. And then next up, we've got the Mega Pack. Now, all of these are tradable, so it doesn't really matter which one I take. Let's hope that we can get a border or walkout from this one. We can't. So 2 pretty dead packs to start with, but again, maybe we'll get a Shadow or a Hunter in here and make ourselves 10k. We get a few players I didn't have, which is quite nice. Manager and staff, which we don't really care about. Lots of squad fitness cards, which is okay. They'll sell for a little bit. These things here we don't care about. We get Delafeu, interestingly enough, after using him to help us win the draft. We pack him. Not that he's worth anything. He's literally discard price. And then a 50k pack. Now, I did a draft yesterday that wasn't for Draft to Glory. And in the 50k pack, I got Informed Dele Alli, Informed Bender, the blue version of Tadic, and Ben Yedder in the pack as well. Let's hope for similar sort of luck out of this pack. Can we at least get boards? We can at least get boards. Is it going to be a good board? It's not. It's going to be just a board, not a walkout, a Spanish board. So it's not even going to be Carvajal. It's a centre mid. Not going to be very good at all. Who is it? Koke maybe? 85? Oh, it's not even. It's Iniesta. There you go. So 3.5k. Probably not actually for him anymore. Probably down in the 2s now for Iniesta, isn't he? Yeah, 1.5 on bid. 3.6 not bought. So we'll hold on to him. And then the rest of this is all pretty damn bad. So although we got amazing actual rewards, the contents of the rewards, sadly, weren't too fantastic. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the video for now. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.